Good afternoon. My name is Stephen Holt, and on behalf of Hatch Hardware, I'd like to introduce you to the new Hatch Academy Computer Learning Center. Today, I will talk about a little bit about my background, and would also like you to introduce yourselves as well. First off, my background. I have over 30 years of IT experience that includes certification with Microsoft Systems as a Microsoft Certified System Engineer. I also hold what's called a MCSA, which is a Certified Microsoft Systems Administrator, and an MCP, which is a Microsoft Certified Professional on their SQL databases. I have a passion. The reason why I'm here today is because I'm passionate about helping people to learn technology. I try to take the hardness out of the technology and help you get right to what you need to help you get your job done, to help you get your work done much quicker, much more efficiently, and in a very organized manner. Hatch Early Learning has 25 years in early childhood technical development, which focuses on research and standards-based development. Now, I would like to take a second or two to go around the room and have each person introduce themselves. And your name, your name, your name. I'm so happy you're with us today. Would you please take a moment and think about what it is that you would like to learn today, what you would like to take away from this training session today, and then I will go ahead and discuss what my objectives are, and again I'll restate my purpose, and that purpose is to make this technology easy and simple for you to use and make sure that you have your questions answered. I'll do my best to answer everything during this training session, and if I can't answer those things during the training session, I will provide you with resources and some other avenues to get the information that you need. Thank you. My training goal is very simple. I want you to be able to walk away knowing how to use the all-in-one computer and the iStartSmart system. So let's get started. Hatch Academy, the Computer Learning Center all-in-one lab. What we will look at today will review and identify all the all-in-one or the AIO components. We will power up the EC launch and review and identify the icons or pads. We'll call these things pads because icons seems a bit techy on the home screen. We'll explore the teacher pad, explore the web portal, explore the game pad, explore story time, look at Henry's Hideout, enter the Shell Squad games, set up children. We'll show you how to set up children, what's involved in the login process, and how to choose your theme, and how to enter, play, and games. And then we'll go ahead and review the RMS, or the report management system. So these are the things that I've just discussed and that we'll be taking a look at. So quickly we'll look over that, review and identify the all-in-one components, power up EC launch, review and identify the icons or pads. We're going to call these things pads. Right here, explore the teacher pad, web portal, game pad, explore story time, Henry's Hideout, Shell Squad games, do the setup process, go through the login process, show you how to choose a theme, enter games and play, and also review the RMS or progress monitoring system. So this is the basic layout of the kid-friendly desk. It's adjustable in 2-inch increments, and the desk can grow from toddler to school age or anywhere in between. It also includes an HP OfficeJet 6100 inkjet printer and the Hatch all-in-one computer system. The printer is sitting back here, and there is your mouse and keypad and mouse pad, and down here on the side is a keyboard. So the Hatch all-in-one computer is age appropriate, and it has research-based content. So let's get you to know your new system. During the training, I will define each purpose of the all-in-one and specify its name and purpose. Shortly we'll power the computer on, but just to kind of give you an overview, we'll look at the monitoring PC. It has a 22-inch LCD monitor and fully functional PC, and we'll also show you where you can place the head jack. The hardware includes a webcam, so that webcam can be used for video chat and recording, and very importantly, picture taking. There's a multi-card reader slot, which takes two different types of media, the very common secure digital or SD type media, and the multimedia card from some of the original cameras had that. And again, the USB connectors, which are used for USB drives, cameras, and what have you. So basically, what I would like to show the teachers are the front of the system, where we'll find the microphone and the webcam. Let's see if we can bring that in a little closer to you here. Okay, let's look at this area. So the microphone and webcam would be right in that area. And the card reader will have the two different types of media that I discussed. A headphone jack, microphone jack, and the two USB ports. On this side of the computer, we can do the brightness adjustments, either brighter or dimmer, the on and off button, and of course there are two lamps here that shows you. Let's see if we can bring that a little bit more. But right in this area, you can see that there's a power LED and a hard drive LED. Hard drive LED lets you know that there's some activity going on with the computer, and of course that power light is very important. So basically, to turn that system off and on, okay, we will use the power button. Okay, that sounds simple enough. You'd be surprised how many people could possibly not know that computers have to be powered on. Sort of a joke, but basically, moving right along, I'd like to show you where the card reader is placed, and remind you of the fact that there are two types of multimedia cards that can fit into the slot. And those multimedia cards, again, are secure digital and MMC, or multimedia card. A secure digital, you'll see in most of today's cameras, and some of the older cameras have the MMC or multimedia type. Now, inserting the multimedia card, I'll show you some pictures of how to insert the card in just a moment, and of course how to remove it. But to insert it correctly, these cards don't go in completely. Okay, the tip of the card will remain outside the slots, and with both types of cards, the MMC and the SD card, we want to make sure that the label faces you. Okay, we don't want the label facing towards the back of the computer, but have that label face towards you. And in removing the card, you grip the tip of the card and just pull it out from the slot. Okay, do not remove the card while you're using it, as you can corrupt the data. So basically, you want to make sure that you've taken precaution to make sure that you have finished copying or copying from or writing to that card before you remove it. So let's move ahead and show you where these readers actually go. So this area here has a slot that will accept either the MMC, okay, or the SD card. The MMC cards are a bit square, a bit square and a little thicker than the SD cards. But you want to make sure that you always insert the card with the label facing towards the front of the PC. And the all-important question about support. Well, we have a warranty and guarantee with lifetime support. Hatch provides lifetime toll-free technical support, a 2-year warranty on all parts and labor, interactive on-site workshops, and retraining for as long as the customers have our computer learning centers operating in the classroom. Okay, now that we have how to power on the computer and where the media cards would go, let's move on to a very important welcome to the EC, very easy launch pad. And you can understand now why we were calling these pads as opposed to icons, because we want to launch into the environment that is created by the iStartSmart system. When the computer beats, excuse me, when the computer boots up, it will launch directly into the EC launch, and here you'll see the icons representing each launch pad. I didn't want to say pad, but let's talk about each launch pad. In the left-hand corner, we have the stop sign. It's not showing up too well on this particular slide, but there will be a stop sign, and it's how we would exit back to our home pad. Okay, moving on. This is what much of the EC launch is managed here. Okay, the teacher launch pad is password protected, and the password is right here for teacher. Okay, teacher pad. A teacher pad is where activities, websites, and customized pads are managed, edited, and added through the EC launch preferences. Here too is where you will find beyond the computer, as well as the help materials. Okay. On this next slide, here's a picture of the web portal. Okay, there's also a launch pad. I'm calling it a launch pad, a pad. Much better than calling it an icon. But the web portal is where site-appropriate content for children reside. And then similarly, the gamepad is where games and other applications appropriate for children reside. We'll also see that Storytime houses several interactive books that are appropriate for children. We'll talk about Henry's Hideout. That's the free play component of iStartSmart. And there are lots of interactive features, as well as a drawing and writing game and a nutritional game. The Shell Squad games are where the skills family resides. This is where the teacher and children will enter the heart of the iStartSmart software. So again, we will need a demo to get into that, and we will show you that demo very soon as we power the computer up. iStartSmart by Hatch. Okay, setting up the Shell Squad games, a few areas must occur. We should have set up the classroom, have the children set up the children's area and the login area. Shell Squad games, we can look at those. Okay, in creating a classroom, you will need to have the Shell Squad, to open Shell Squad games, press Control plus Shift plus T to bring up the menu, press the administrator log on, and enter the password Hatch when prompted, and press Submit. And once you're logged on to that area, you can also create a classroom, and in creating the classroom, you can also begin to add your children, and so we have some work on adding a child. There's some specific things that we want to do with adding a child. As we're running short on time for this segment, I'd like to continue this in person with your classroom to bring this experience of this good hardware and this good combination of software, and my desire to help you learn how to integrate iStartSmart into your system. Thank you. This is Stefan signing off.